Very good morning to all of you, and a warm welcome to all the students. Welcome to Dream Tuition. This is the third day. This is the third day of your lecture, and a very important lecture we are going to take today. Students, before starting, as our tradition of Dream Tuition, as a tradition of our Dream Tuition, we always start our lecture with a mantra, with a thought, with a principle, with a law, which we follow in Dream Tuition. And that is, let's try to make our today's lecture better than as compared to our previous lecture. Let's try to make today's lecture better than as compared to previous lecture. As a teacher, I am going to try that. And as a student, you should also try to make today's lecture better than as compared to your previous lecture. Okay, student. After reminding each other this mantra, this formula of repetition, we always discuss first news. At least two news we discuss. But since you're new to commerce and it's a very starting days of the commerce, so I'm not going to discuss initially, at least in the first week, any news. From Monday, we are going to discuss daily news, two news, and then we are going to open your books. Okay, first what we are going to do, first we are going to complete from the last 2 days also I'm telling you, first we will discuss the entire syllabus of each subject. We are going to take 4 subjects. We are going to take 4 subjects: bookkeeping, secretarial practice, economics, and organization of commerce and management, that is OCM. These 4 subjects we are going to cover in our tuition. So initially in the first week, I want to explain the entire syllabus of all the 4 subjects. Yesterday we have completed bookkeeping. Today, just a second, one student is coming. Let me admit him. Meet is coming. Okay, student. Let him join the classroom. Okay, now Meet has joined the classroom, so I can continue. Okay, student. So yesterday we have completed bookkeeping. Today, a very important subject in commerce, that is SP. This is my very favorite subject. All the subjects are important. Each has its own nature. Each subject has a distinctive qualities, which is very helpful for our commerce. SP has a great importance in commerce. Many times I tell students, a commerce without SP is like you are completing only 40%. If you are not taking SP, that means you are only doing 40% of commerce. Such a value, such importance SP subject has in commerce, and that you will come to know today and by maximum tomorrow. Let's see whether it takes 1 day or 2 days to complete the entire syllabus, but I don't want to rush into this. I want to explain each and everything, try to explain in 2 days or 1 day maximum about SP. So because account is compulsory subject, students, accounts is a compulsory subject. You have to take in the 11th, but SP it is an optional subject. So student may miss out SP just without having information. Just because they are not having information, they might drop SP. So it's a very risky to drop SP. That's why it's my duty to explain the subject thoroughly in today or maximum in 2 days. Let's begin that. Today it's a little different day. I have to take a news. I have to discuss one news because that news has to do with our today's discussion. Since we are discussing SP subject today, आज हम SP subject discuss करने वाले हैं. That's why the news which I am going to first show you, it's related to our explanation. Whatever things I'm going to explain today, it has to do with that. So today, let's start with one news. The news is about, student, the news is about Yes Bank. Yes Bank. First, let's try to understand what is this Yes Bank. Yes Bank, like ICICI Bank, like Axis Bank, it is one of the private and a major bank of our country. Okay? Yes Bank is a retail banking company. Yes Bank Limited is an Indian public bank. So there is a purpose behind it. Why I am discussing the news? It has to do with your SP subject. It has to do with your SP subject. There is very important with this. That's why I'm explaining the news first. So Yes Bank, it is a yes. The name of the bank is Yes Bank Limited. Okay, Yes Bank. The complete name is Limited. The word limited is very important. Is an Indian public bank. Okay, it is a public bank. What is the meaning of public bank? The meaning of public bank is this is not run by government. General public has invested money in this bank in the form of shares. I hope you're getting. Student, don't just leave it commerce. So dimag se nikal do. Attend as if some information I'm sharing with you, and let's understand that those information. Okay. So I'm just sharing one information. Okay. Yes Bank is a limited bank. It's an Indian public bank. Public bank meaning is general public has invested in this bank by purchasing shares of this bank. Okay? Even I might have purchased these shares of the bank. Okay, all over the world, especially in India, many people, general public, have bought shares of this company or shares of this bank. That's why it is called as Indian Public Bank. Okay, headquartered in the register office. The main office is in where? It is in Mumbai. It's very important. Whatever I'm discussing, it's part of your SP discussion, today's lecture. Okay. Further, it was India and was founded by who founded this bank? Who started this bank? Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor in the year 2004. So these two persons, Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor, they have taken all the initiative at the beginning of this launching the bank. They were the first people, they were the first persons who have taken all the initiative, all the pain to start this bank. Those are called as, those people who take initial initiative are called as promoters. So Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor are promoter. What is the meaning of promoter? Promoters are those people who take initiative, who takes all the pain, who do complete all the formality to start a bank or start a company. Later on, by purchasing shares, others also join the bank. बाकी लोग बाद में shares purchase करके they too become a part of that bank or a company and become a part of co-owner. But initially, who took all the responsibility to start this bank? Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor, and those are called as promoters. Promoters, I hope you understood the word promoter. Promoters are those people who take all the initiative, who complete all the formalities as told by the government rules and regulation to start a bank or a company. Okay, later on, other people join those company or bank by purchasing shares of those either bank or company. Okay, let's see. Current Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Chief Executive Officer of this Yes Bank Limited is Prashant Kumar. Founder or promoter is Rana Kapoor. Okay. What is the current price of this share? Current price of this Yes Bank Limited. Suppose I too want to become a owner of this bank. I too want to become a part of the owner, a co-owner, a owner to an extent in this bank. Or if you want to become a owner, called as the owner of this bank, you can also purchase share. Even if you purchase single share of this bank, you to become a owner to that extent. आप उतने हद तक उस बैंक में owner बनते हो to the extent you have purchased the shares of the company or bank. Suppose, what is the current price? See, today, what is the time? 12 noon. 8 July, 12 noon. What is the current price of this Yes Bank Limited? 26.25 rupees. So this is the current price of this bank, this company or bank. If I want to purchase, I can purchase at this rate, one share. For one share, the price is this. Okay, this is the very few information I wanted to discuss with you before starting the SP syllabus. One more information let's discuss, and then you will understand SP properly. And then you will understand the syllabus properly. First, let's understand this news. Okay, what is the news actually? This was just information and the current price of the bank, of this share price of this bank. Now, about the bank. Current news, today's news is Yes Bank board clears rupees 15,000 crore FPO. What is this news? I have to explain and you have to understand this news before we open SP book or before we discuss the SP syllabus. Yes Bank board. What is the meaning of board? Board is a team, board of directors. Short form, they use the word board. Okay, 1 minute, student. So, Yes Bank board means what? the board of directors of Yes Bank, who are the team of directors is called as the appointed team of directors. There are more than one directors. So the team of appointed director are called as board, yeah, board of director. In the meeting of the board of director of Yes Bank, the board of director, all the directors have decided, they have given the green signal, okay, you can raise 15,000 crore. So board of directors has told their bank, okay, you can raise from public 15,000 crore in the name of FPO. What is FPO? Okay, this news first we have to understand. Achha, one more thing. It will now file its offer document. Actually, what is the plan? What is the plan of Yes Bank? They wanted to raise money. They wanted to raise money, capital from public, from shareholder. So they have conducted a meeting, and in the meeting, board of directors clear this. Okay, we will go ahead and collect 15,000 crore from public by issuing FPO. I will explain what is FPO, but further. And first they took this decision in the board of meeting. पहले उन्होंने अपने board of director की meeting में decision लिया. Now what they are going to do? It will now file its offer document. जो offer public को देने वाले हैं, the offer document which they are going to present in front of public. First, they have to present those documents to registrar of company and SEBI. This two line is very important. These two line is very important to understand today's syllabus of SP. Okay, student. Let me explain you what is all about. देखो student, Yes Bank, they were in need of money. They were in need of money. They decided that they will raise money. They will issue shares. They will sell shares to the public, and they want to raise 15,000 crore. First, they took the meeting in the company. Who conduct the meeting? Board of directors. Okay, they take decision on behalf of all the shareholder, all the owner of the company. They take decision in the board of director meeting. So they clear the resolution. They pass a resolution. Okay, let's raise the money 15,000 crore. उनको जरूरत है. But before issuing those documents, before offering to the public, since they are raising the money from public, government has appointed many offices. Government has appointed many officers, many bodies who control, who regulates, who checks the working of the company. क्योंकि आप पब्लिक से पैसे उठा रहे हो तो गवर्नमेंट को बहुत सारे रूल्स बनाने पड़ते हैं, and that's why now the board has to submit those documents first to the government. Who are the government authority? Registrar of companies and SEBI. SEBI full form is Secretarial Exchange Board of India. जो भी कंपनी के शेयर्स ट्रेड होते हैं, जो भी कंपनी के शेयर्स मार्केट में अवेलेबल है, दोस कंपनी को रेगुलेट करती है गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटी, गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया. एंड रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ कंपनीज is a government office. Registrar of company is a government officer who checks whether companies, all the companies are following rules and regulation set down by the government or not. ये वो लोग चेक करते हैं. तो ये पहले ऑफर, पहले आपको जो डॉक्यूमेंट पब्लिक को देने वाले हो फॉर रेजिंग द मनी, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू सबमिट ओरिजिनल कॉपी to these two government authorities, and when they check and when they clear everything is right, and when they check everything is according to the rules and regulations, then they will allow Yes Bank to raise the money from general public. This was the news. Only last point I will explain, and then we will get into our syllabus. What is FPO? What is FPO? The full form of FPO is further public offer. Further public offer. Public offer means offering shares to the public so that they can buy and invest in our company or in our business. This is the way the company collects or bank collect money from the public, and they do function their work as a business, as a company, or as a bank. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of further public offer? When the first time a bank or a company collect money by issuing shares to the public, it is called as IPO, initial public offer. Whenever company or a bank raise money by issuing shares to the public first time, that is called as initial public offer. But later on, when they still need money and they want to collect money from the public, reissue share, that is called as further public offer. So there are two words, IPO and FPO. Initially, when the company or banks collect money by issuing shares, by selling shares to the public, first time when they do, that is called as IPO, initial public offer. Later on, after a few years, when they still need money and they want to sell few more share after taking the permission from government, if they want to raise money from public, second time or later on after the first time, that is called as FPO. That is what? Further public offer. Yes Bank is not a new bank. Yes Bank is not a new public bank. It was founded in the year 2004. So this is now 2020. After 16 years, they need more money now. And they want to sell new shares to the public and collect money from the public. That's why it is called as not IPO, but it is called as FPO, that is further public offer. That's all. It might be very heavy for you. मैंने बहुत सारा बातें आपको बहुत सारी information I have used, बहुत सारे words commerce के I have used. It's okay. अगर इसमें से 50% भी आपको समझ गया, it's okay. But I have to start from here. I have to start from here to explain you the SP syllabus. Now let's see your SP syllabus. Okay, students. थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आ गया? Have you understood 50% of it? Something at least you understood. Can you raise your thumb, virtual thumb, if you understood, so that I can proceed? 50% at least you have understood. Very good, Alia. Very good, Sparsh. Very good, Aishwarya. Very good, very good. Okay, very good, Sanjana. Very good, student. This is too early. This is too early to discuss with you all these things, but it was important. Then only you will understand the importance of SP. Then only you will understand the syllabus, which I am going to explain now of SP. Let's start your SP syllabus. One more thing. I think before starting SP syllabus, I want you to understand this chart. Okay, this is your student. Wait. Can you wait for 2 minutes more? It is better for you. It is better for you. I am not going to open your book. I am not going to show you index of your SP. I have already shared you the soft copy of SP. Okay. Account is going to be for every year, 11, 12, first year, second year, third year, every year. Every year you are going to face, you are going to have account subject. But SP, it is only for 2 years, 11 and 12. So whatever they want to teach in SP, they are going to sum up, they are going to complete, they are going to cover everything of SP in 2 years. If you're not taking SP for 2 years, that means you're missing all those information of 2 years. Okay. Again, before showing you the index, before explaining each and every topic, I want you to understand first this chart. It's very important. It's very, sorry student, you have to see this first. You have to understand. It is good for you. Okay. So before opening the index page of your book, textbook, and explain each and every chapter, first try to understand this chart. Students, it's very important for you. Let's begin. There are 3 sectors. If you want to do business, if you want to do economic activity, what is economic activity? All those activities done by human to earn money. What is economic activity? All those activities done by human, okay, daily done by human to earn his livelihood or her livelihood. That is called as economic activity. कमाने के लिए जो इंसान करता है काम दिन में, that is called as economic activity. There are 3 sectors you can do your work. There are 3 sectors. Either you can work over there or you can do your business. Okay, there are 3 sectors. It's very important to understand SP. You have to understand this chart. This is a proper way. This is the right way to get into SP. Okay. 3 sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Primary sector means what? It is agriculture sector. It is agriculture sector, or it is from where we get raw material. Okay, like we are mines and everything, where we extract coal and everything. Okay, so primary sector is agriculture sector or mining sector, or from where we get raw material. Raw material means material which we use to change the form. उसका form बदल के we use production, उसको production करते हैं and we change the form. Example, steel comes under primary sector, but or coal comes under primary sector. Cotton, it comes under primary sector. food grains, or agriculture, fishery, agriculture, poultry, everything comes under primary sector. Okay, that we use, like cotton we use to make textile, in the textile industry to make clothes. So primary, steel we use in making car and everything. Okay, so primary sector, either you will work in primary sector or do business in primary sector or secondary sector. So economic activities has three sector, mainly has three sector: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary. Secondary sector means manufacturing. You change the form of the raw material. Raw material matlab kacha mal, in Hindi we can call it kacha mal, raw material, and then we convert into finished product in the secondary sector. The secondary sector is all about manufacturing, factory, a plant, all that come under secondary sector, where we use the raw material and convert into finished product. So all the manufacturing activity comes under secondary sector. Now what is tertiary? Tertiary sector is service industry, commerce, service industry, like insurance, like which helps in doing the business, which helps in doing the business. All the service sector comes under tertiary, like transport business, okay, like insurance, like banking. All this comes like travel agency, like import export. All this comes under tertiary sector. Okay, education, everything, banking, insurance, hospitals, all comes under tertiary. So there are three sector in an economy where people do their economic activity: primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Okay, इनमें से किसी में हर इंसान work for his or her livelihood. Okay, अब ये तीनों जो sector है, there are different forms of businesses. There are different form of businesses we do. Either we do as a proprietorship firm, या तो proprietorship firm के तौर पे we do business. Proprietorship firm means alone we are doing, sole trader, अकेले हम कर रहे हैं. We don't have any partner or anything. Single we are doing, alone we are doing all the business, entire business. We are managing, we are starting, we are managing everything. All the profits we are enjoying, all the losses we are bearing. अकेले हम business कर रहे हैं. That is called as proprietorship firm. Second is see this part. Second is partnership firm. Partnership firm means we are doing with someone or more than one people as a partnership firm business. Partnership firm. Why we will go into partnership firm? Maybe we don't have money. We need money, so we have included one more person in our business. हम मिल के business कर रहे हैं. या maybe why we go for partnership for अकेले क्यों नहीं कर रहे? Maybe the type of business is such that alone it is not possible. The amount of money, the amount of skill required, we need someone to help us. That's why we go into partnership. तो या तो आप अकेले business कर रहे हो partnership firm में, proprietorship firm में, or you are joining hands with some few people and you are doing business in the form of partnership firm. Okay. तो सब में छोटा जो बिजनेस होता है स्टूडेंट, इट इज अ प्रोप्राइटरशिप फर्म, बिकॉज द कैपिटल अमाउंट ओनली वन पर्सन इज गोइंग टू इन्वेस्ट. एक ही पर्सन क्या होगा, पैसे इन्वेस्ट करेगा. पार्टनरशिप फर्म इट इज लिटिल बिगर बिकॉज मोर मनी विल कम फ्रॉम मोर पीपल. इट इज बिगर. जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी इज द बिगेस्ट. Joint stock company organization, this is very important to understand SP syllabus. That's why I'm explaining this first. Okay, joint stock company is the biggest form of organization. Yes Bank is a joint stock bank. It's a joint stock only, but it is a bank. Reliance Industry, it is a joint stock company. Tata, it is a joint stock company. Okay, Bharti Airtel, it is a joint stock company. So all these are joint stock companies. Okay, the biggest form of organization is joint stock company. सब में बड़े तौर पे business करना है, करोड़ों में आपको business करना है, बहुत बड़ा investment है, then you have to go for joint stock company. Okay, important thing is what? प्रोप्राइटरशिप फर्म, आप चाहे प्रोप्राइटरशिप फर्म से करो, चाहे पार्टनरशिप फर्म से करो, चाहे जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी. ईदर यू माइट बी डूइंग अ बिजनेस ऑफ प्राइमरी सेक्टर और अ बिजनेस ऑफ सेकेंडरी सेक्टर, और यू आर डूइंग अ बिजनेस इन टर्शियरी सेक्टर. इनमें से किसी भी फॉर्म में करो, ईदर ऑफ फॉर्म में आप करोगे, ईदर ऑफ सेक्टर में करोगे. या तो यू आर वर्किंग इन प्राइमरी सेक्टर, or you are working in secondary sector, or you are working in tertiary sector. Means joint stock company can be a primary sector company, joint stock company can be a secondary sector company, or joint stock company can be a tertiary sector company. Got it? I hope you understood. Okay. Now, so में बड़ी कौन सी business कौन सा होता है बड़े scale पे? I told you there are different scale of business. Small scale business. In last 2 days I have discussed you. If the size of the business is small, we had discussed all these things in the last 2 lectures. So the size of the business, there are different size of the different scale of the business. You can do business in a small scale, medium scale, or large scale. If you are planning to do business in a large scale, it requires huge capital. बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा लगता है. Clear? Example. Suppose I have decided to start a manufacturing of car. So crores of rupees I might be needing to start that business. Okay. So for that, suitable is what? Joint stock company. Okay, सबको समझ में आ गया स्टूडेंट. तो joint stock company, if you want to do business on a large scale, then you have to form which type of business? You have to start which type of business? Joint stock company form of business you have to start. Okay, now I'm going to discuss everything about joint stock company. My purpose is to share with you every information about joint stock company, because SP is related to joint stock company. It is not related to a secretary. It is related to actually the 2-year syllabus of SP, 11th and 12th. We are going to see everything, each and everything about joint stock company. That is the actual syllabus. Okay. Before starting that syllabus, first let's complete this chart. Okay. Who are the main in joint stock company? Suppose let's start a joint stock company. Let's together we start a joint stock company. 11th standard student along with me. Let's start a joint stock company. चलो डिसाइड करते हैं कि हम सब मिलके जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी स्टार्ट करते हैं. पहले वी मस्ट हैव आइडिया किसका बिजनेस करेंगे, कौन सा बिजनेस करेंगे, व्हाट बिजनेस वी विल डू टुगेदर. पहले तो फर्स्ट वी मस्ट हैव आइडिया हाउ मेनी ऑफ अस आर देयर. आई थिंक टोटल 10 स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर, टोटल 9 स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर इंक्लूडिंग मी. टोटल हाउ मेनी पीपल वी आर हैविंग? 10 पीपल. तो हम लोग मिलके क्या करेंगे? लेट्स स्टार्ट अ कंपनी. ओके, किस तरह का बिजनेस करेंगे? पार्टनरशिप में करेंगे? नो, पार्टनरशिप में तो लिमिटेड रहेगा. ओनली मैक्सिमम 50 पीपल आर अलाउड. ओनली 50 पीपल आर अलाउड इन पार्टनरशिप फर्म. ओके, लेकिन हमें बड़े स्केल पे करना है. वी नीड करोड्स ऑफ रुपीस. तो वी हैव टू स्टार्ट which is the biggest firm? Joint stock company. अच्छा, लेट्स डिसाइड कौन सा बिजनेस करते हैं. वी विल कंडक्ट अ मीटिंग. हम सब मीटिंग कंडक्ट करते हैं. लेट्स थिंक ऑन विच टाइप ऑफ बिजनेस वी स्टार्ट. फिर सोचा चलो आईटी कंपनी स्टार्ट करते. और लेट्स स्टार्ट अ कंपनी वेयर वी आर गोइंग टू मैन्युफैक्चर साइकिल्स, बिकॉज साइकिल विल बी मोर इन डिमांड नाउ. और लेट्स स्टार्ट अ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी ऑफ न्यू कार. ओके, कुछ भी चलो एक डिसाइड करते. नाउ देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ रूल. इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू स्टार्ट अ जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी, अगर हमें जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी प्लान करना है, हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर? 10. वी आर 10 पीपल. ओके, हम 10 लोग हैं. तो हम 10 लोग मिलकर जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं एंड वी वांट टू मैन्युफैक्चर अ कार. लेट्स सेटल ऑन दिस. चलो मिलके कार बनाने की कंपनी स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो इतना पैसा ज्यादा लगने वाला है. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव डिसाइडेड कि जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी कर. बट there are lots of rules and regulation to start a joint stock company. बहुत रूल है, बहुत सारे रूल्स है, बहुत सारे रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन गवर्नमेंट हैज पुट टू स्टार्ट द जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी. क्यों? why government has put so many rules? सोल ट्रेडर स्टार्ट करना, प्रोप्राइटरशिप फर्म करना है, 1 दिन में स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. पार्टनरशिप करना है, 2 दिन में स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी विल टेक मिनिमम 6 months to complete the formality to start the company. Clear? So many rules are there. Clear? Why so many rules? Because we are going to raise money from public. Joint stock company में पैसा कहां से रेस करते? From where we bring the money along. हम 10 लोग तो पैसे लेके आएंगे स्टूडेंट, बट वी आर गोइंग टू मेनली वी हैव टू रेज मनी फ्रॉम वेयर? फ्रॉम पब्लिक. हम उनको अपना शेयर्स बेचेंगे. जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी में शेयर्स होते हैं एंड वी आर गोइंग टू सेल आवर शेयर्स टू द पब्लिक. अब देखो ना, पॉपुलेशन हमारे यहाँ कितना है? 100 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन है. अगर चलो 1 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन ले लो, 10 लाख. 1 million is how much? 1 million is how much? 10 lakh. 1 million is how much? 10 lakh. Suppose 10 lakh इस पॉपुलेशन में हमारे यहाँ इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. ओके, 1 रुपी इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, ओनली 1 रुपी, तो भी 10 लाख होता है. ठीक है, तो भी 10 लाख होता है. अच्छा, हर 1 million is how many? 10 lakhs. तो अगर 1 मिलियन लोग हमारी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं इंटू 100 करोड़, कितना हो जाएगा? 10 करोड़ हो जाएगा. क्लियर हो गया आपको स्टूडेंट? बस इतना इजी है. हर एक को कितना देना है? Each investor has to give how much? Only 10 rupees or 100 rupees. लेकिन हमारे पास कितना आ जाएगा? 10 करोड़, 100 करोड़, इतना जमा हो जाएगा. So ये allowed है joint stock company में. And since we are taking the money from public, so government has to make proper rules so that the money is not misused or the money is not collected for a wrong purpose. तो बहुत सारे रूल्स है, बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करने पड़ते हैं, बहुत सारे रिपोर्ट्स वी हैव टू मेक टू स्टार्ट द कंपनी, सबमिट टू द गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटीज, रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ द कंपनी अपॉइंटेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट. हमें बहुत सारे कंप्लाई रूल्स को करने पड़ते फॉर्म. वी हैव टू कंप्लीट ऑल दोस फॉर्मेलिटीज. तो who are going to take the initiative? ये लोग कौन मेहनत करने वाले इतना करने के लिए? 6 month तो बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, और सबमिट करते रहना पड़ेगा गवर्नमेंट को डॉक्यूमेंट बना बना के. Who are going to take this initiative? They are called as promoters. They are called as promoters. And इस केस में हमारे एग्जांपल में who are the promoters? We all are the promoters if we are planning to start the company. Clear? बाद में we will sell shares to others and they will also become a shareholder. But the people who took initial initiative, those are called as promoters. Okay, तो joint stock company में who are the first people? Those are promoters. Yes Bank में promoter कौन थे पता है ना, हमने देखा कपूर. Clear? तो he was the two people were promoter. They took all the initiative. तो वो promoter थे. Okay. फिर आते हैं शेयर होल्डर. व्हेन द कंपनी, अच्छा गवर्नमेंट ने सब आफ्टर लुकिंग एट ऑल आवर डॉक्यूमेंट, आफ्टर लुकिंग एट ऑल आवर प्लान एंड डॉक्यूमेंट एंड आवर प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट एवरीथिंग, व्हेन द गवर्नमेंट gives the permission, when the government register our company, record our company in their register, then our company is incorporated, then our company comes into existence. And after that we sell shares. हम अपनी कंपनी का शेयर्स we sell, offer to the general public. In the newspaper we give the ad, ठीक है ना, banks में we send the ad, share market में we place a prospectus. If you're looking at reading those prospectus, going through that prospectus, prospective investor will invest in our company. Armed public, general public will purchase those shares and they will become shareholder. Promoters are the first shareholder, and later on who purchase share, who accept our offer, also become shareholder by investing, by purchasing shares of our company. Those are called as shareholders. But shareholders are scattered all over the places. कोई जम्मू कश्मीर में कोई शेयर होल्डर होगा, कोई कलकत्ता में होगा, कोई यूपी में होगा, कोई गुजरात अहमदाबाद में होगा, कोई केरला में होगा, मध्य प्रदेश में होगा, महाराष्ट्र में होगा. People all around our places, different places, they are going to buy our shares. But who is going to actually control the company? Who are going to take the all the shareholders are now owner of the company. जिसने एक भी शेयर खरीदा, that person becomes the owner of the company. But that owner cannot come down to run the business, to run the day-to-day activity of the company. So shareholder, what shareholder does, they appoint the directors, they appoint their representative. ठीक है, उसको बोलते हैं directors. Of course, promoter will be the first director because they are taking all the initiative, they know everything. बाकी लोगों ने तो बस invest किया है. ठीक है, so promoters are the first directors of the company. Later on, shareholders appoint directors of the company. Clear? Okay. Directors are, who are the directors? Directors are nothing but they are representative of the shareholder who conduct meeting frequently in the company. बार बार वो meeting conduct करते हैं. They make decisions in the company, and the manager in the company, other employees of the company have to follow those decisions and work according to those decisions. Clear? हो गया? तो देखो स्टूडेंट, who started this? Promoters. Then who came and invested money? General public. Those are shareholders. Achha, shareholders upon whom? Board directors. The team of directors are called as board of directors. They conduct frequent meetings in the company and they take decision on behalf of the remaining shareholder to run the company, to operate the company. Achha. The head of the board of director, one person should be head, that is called as chairman. Of course, it will be one of the promoter. So the head of the board of directors is what? Either you can call it managing director or chairman or both. CMD. CMD means chairman and managing director. Okay, student, ये general information I am giving you. This is general information which we should know before opening the SP book. A general information. Clear हो गया आपको? We are discussing all about company and everything. Okay. Chairman is the main person, who leads the team of board of director. Chairman can be different person, or managing director can be different person, or both these posts can be held by one single person. Then it is called as CMD, that is chairman and managing director. So chairman, below chairman and managing director comes, after board of director comes company secretary. After this board of director, who comes? Company secretary. And that is what we are going to cover in 11th and 12th SP syllabus. All about company secretary. What is the role of company secretary? We are not talking about a general personal secretary. That we are not going to discuss in SP. SP is all about this post, that is company secretary. And that person comes just under board of directors. It's board, below board of director who comes? Company secretary. उसके पोस्ट उसके नीचे होती है. That's all. और उसके नीचे बाकी सब पोस्ट होते हैं. उसके नीचे there are different department in the company. Rest are employed. Okay, sir. Promoter, the people who started the company. Shareholder, the people who has invested in the company by purchasing share. Director, they are few. They are representative of the shareholder. They are from the shareholder. So all are owners. All are owners, and chairman or managing director or chief chairman and managing director is one, is the person who is leading the board of director team. So till here all are owner. Employees start from here. Company secretary is the first employee. Company secretary is the first employee, and then comes different department of the company: production department, purchasing department, accounts department, finance department, sales and marketing department, R&D, research and development department, and many more departments are there in a company. And all the department content their respective manager. But manage all these department manager, they don't attend board of director meeting. Company secretary looks after everything. Company secretary is the central to all the, between the shareholder and the manager, between everyone. Company secretary is the main person in a company who controls everything, who communicates between each and every, all departments and all peoples in the rest of the company. Okay, so company secretary is the important post in the joint stock company. Acha, see this chart. Company secretary is a both-way communication. Company secretary look after the shareholder also. Company secretary look after the board of director also. Company secretary look after all the department managers also. And company secretary looks after the statutory authority. What is statutory authority? Statutory authority means all the government offices. All the government offices. Whatever government offices are there, who looks after the working of the company, company secretary has to submit all the documents time to time and complete all the formality. So what we are going to discuss, since we are going to discuss SP subject is all about, SP subject is all about company secretary. Actually, SP subject is all about company secretary. That's why we have to know knowledge of, we should have to collect knowledge of joint stock company, promoters, and everything. Okay, I hope you have understood this, the importance of company secretary. Have you understood this, student? Have you understood this? Let me see. Till now, have you understood the import? What we are going to see in SP subject? Very good, Sanjana. Very good, Alia. Very good, Sparsh. Very good, Aishwarya. Okay. Actually, we are going to cover in 11th and 12th everything about what a company secretary does. And to work as a company secretary, company secretary must have knowledge of everything about the company working. Everything about the company working. And that is what is the syllabus of SP in 11 and 12. And what is the problem? You know, after 12, SP subject is not there. So whatever they want to teach, they are going to cover in just 2 years. Now let's open your SP syllabus index page. Now you will understand better. Student, I have to teach the other part also so that you understand the main subject. The subject name is secretarial practice. I have to share all this information before starting your index. So the name of subject is secretarial practice. So it is not about a personal secretary. It is about a secretary which is in company, which is a better post or above the manager post. Okay, that is secretarial, company secretary. So the subject name is secretarial practice. Now let's see what are practice means what are the work of a secretary in a company. What are the work of a secretary in a company, but not a personal secretary. It is a company secretary. It is equivalent to MBBS degree in medical, and it is equivalent to BE or ME degree in engineering. That is the level of this post, company secretary. Okay. See, if you see the image of the textbook, this is the company secretary they are showing, and he is a part of a board meeting. All the directors are there, and he is holding the meeting, and he is coordinating the meeting, controlling the meeting as one of the main manager or as a main executive in the board of director. Okay. Now let's see the index. Now let's see the index. Now you will understand whatever I will explain the index. You will understand now properly. Okay, this is the index. This is the index. Total, how many chapters are there? First, see the total number of chapters. See, student, there are total 12 chapters in 11th itself, just to explain the work of a company secretary, or to explain, to make you understand the work of the company secretary. They have to explain the entire everything about how the company works. Then only you will come to know the knowledge of what are the function, what are the practice, what are the work the company secretary does in the company. Okay, students, see now. I will explain the index now. The name of first chapter is about secretary. The name of first chapter is secretary. This is the only chapter, first chapter, they are going to explain different types of secretary. There are different types of secretary. Personal secretary, that is the oldest form of secretary. Cooperative society secretary. Government secretary, government department secretary, and joint stock company secretary. This is the only chapter they are going to explain different secretary. From second chapter till 12th standard, last topic of SP, they will be focusing on only one secretary, and that is joint stock company secretary, that is CS. Okay, student. So second chapter से फिर they are going to stick with only one secretary, and that is company secretary. अब company secretary को explain करने के लिए, company secretary के function, company secretary के work को explain करने के लिए, they have to explain everything about the company, and that is the major knowledge in commerce. Okay. So what is the name of the second chapter? Joint stock company. Directly वो किस पे आ गए student? Joint stock company. इसलिए तो मैंने चार्ट में क्या बताया था आपको? What I have shown you, joint stock company I had explained you. Okay, so what is the name of second chapter? Joint stock company. In detail, we will see what is the joint stock company, what is the meaning of joint stock company, how, who are the owners in the joint stock company, who starts the joint stock company, promoter, shareholder, everything will be taught in this second chapter. What is the difference between sole trader, proprietorship, partnership firm, and joint stock company? Or what is the advantages in joint stock company as compared to partnership firm? Who will start the joint stock company? What is the reason to start this form of business of joint stock company? Everything they are going to explain in the second chapter. Okay, so first chapter is about different types of secretary, and second chapter is about directly they are coming to the main point, that is what is the company. Joint stock company का मायने क्या है? What are the types of joint stock company? There are types of joint stock company. So joint stock company, types of joint stock company, what is the importance of joint stock company, why you should start a joint stock company, or why we will choose joint stock company as compared to partnership firm. All these things they are going to explain in the second chapter. Third chapter is formation of a company. See, in just 11th standard, third chapter, they are going to teach you, they are going to explain you, they are going to show all the steps to start a company. देखिए student, how much important the chapter is. Formation of a company in the third chapter itself. In 11th, in third chapter, they are going to show you how to start a company, what are the rules you have to follow, what are the documents you have to submit, where you have to submit. Everything they are going to teach us in the third chapter itself. ठीक है, understood? अब देखिए, if we are not taking SP, that means we don't know how to start a company. And ये 2 साल 11, once if you not choose the SP subject in 11, that means 2 years you are not going to see all this material, all this information you are not going to come to know. Okay, that's why I told you SP is 60% of commerce. SP is 60% of commerce. Okay, so third chapter is about formation of a joint stock company, how a joint stock company is formed. Okay, fourth chapter, so everything, all the document, all the government offices, they are going to explain what are the steps, first what we have to do, second what we have to do, everything, all the steps they are going to explain. In the third chapter, they are going to teach us how to start a joint stock company. Fourth chapter, document related to formation of a company. Which are the document required? Which are the document required? Like, let me tell you, article of association, memorandum of association. These are the 2 documents we have to submit to the registrar of the company to register our company. That officer, that registrar of company is going to check our document. First, we have to prepare that document. We should know how to prepare that document. What are the content of that document? Those things they are going to teach us in 4th chapter. We have to prepare those documents and submit to the government, submit to the registrar of the company to register our company. But what are those documents? What are the things we have to include? While preparing those documents, all that information we are going to come to know in fourth chapter. In fourth chapter. Okay. Then in fifth chapter, I will explain more in detail when we start that topic. When we start that topic, at that time I will explain in more detail. What is the name of fifth chapter, student? Just see. Members of a company. Who are the members of a company? Shareholders are the members of the company. How we become a member of any company? किसी भी कंपनी के मेंबर हम बनते कैसा है? By buying shares. तो उसके बारे में members के rights, what are the members have right in the company, what are the duties of a member, how we become a member of a company, that means how we become a shareholder of the company, what are our duties, what are our rights, everything will be explained in this chapter, that is members of a company. Okay, because starting the 4-5 chapter में lot of information you are going to come to know about joint stock company, and that's why I explain you. पहले मैंने आपको क्या बताया? There are three main type of businesses. Three main types of businesses: proprietorship, partnership firm, and the biggest form is what? Biggest form is what? Joint stock company, and that syllabus we are going to cover in 11th. Okay, then the name of the 6th chapter is directors and key managerial personnel of a company. So अभी 6th chapter में we are going to see what is the meaning of directors, how we become a director, what are the things we have to do as a director, what are the rights and duties of a director. ये सब कुछ आपको इसके बारे में बता देगा directors कौन होते हैं, as well as key managerial personnel. की मैनेजर पर्सनल मतलब चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट होते हैं, कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर होते हैं, कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर, ओके, वो कौन होते हैं, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट कौन होते हैं, की पोस्ट, कंपनी में की पोस्ट कौन है, चीफ फाइनेंशियल ऑफिसर कौन होते हैं, सीएफओ कौन होते हैं, चेयरमैन किसको बोलते हैं, एमडी किसको बोलते हैं, हु इज द सीएमडी, उसका क्या मीनिंग होता है, एवरीथिंग, हु इज द सेक्रेटरी, सीएस, उसका क्या क्वालिफिकेशन होता है, हाउ वी बिकम अ सीएस, how to become a chief financial officer, what is the qualification required to become a chief financial officer or a company secretary. मतलब जो मेन पोस्ट होते हैं कंपनीज में, की मैनेजरल पर्सनल मींस व्हाट, जो की पोस्ट पे, जो मेन पोस्ट पे कंपनी में होते हैं, उनके बारे में, उनके राइट्स, उनके ड्यूटी, उनकी क्वालिफिकेशन, हाउ वी कैन बिकम दैट, वो पूरा दे आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन. मतलब कंपनी में जो मेन पोस्ट पे होते हैं, जो की इंपॉर्टेंट पोस्ट पे होते हैं, उनके बारे में एवरीथिंग दे आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इन द 6th chapter. Okay. 7th is what? 7th is student. Just a second. 7th is company meeting. Company meeting. Meeting has a very important role to operate a company, to function a company. Company को चलाने के लिए the important thing is meeting. Reason is that owners, who are the owners in a company में owner कौन होते हैं? They are shareholders. Majority of them are shareholders and they are scattered all over the places. अब वो तो आके मीटिंग कंपनी चला नहीं सकते, they cannot come. Example, मैंने yes bank के, what is the current price of yes bank? We have seen in the news, 25 rupees. I think there is 23 or 25 rupees is the today's rate. If I purchase one share, I have to become owner of the company. I have to become an owner of a yes bank. Part of the owner to the extent how much I had purchased, उतने हद तक मैं भी ओनर बन जाता हूँ. अब इसका मतलब कंपनी को मैं yes bank में चलाने लग जाऊंगा. Will I take a decision in yes bank? No. I am not going to take a decision in the yes bank, but my representative, those are representatives called as director. Director क्या करते हैं? Even they don't sit daily in the yes bank or in any company. What they conduct, monthly they conduct meeting, they decide the action plan, what we have to do, and they instruct the company secretary, and company secretary shares to the respective departments. और फिर उस तरह से काम चलते रहता है. In this way company works. So important is what? Meeting. So important in companies meeting. That's why there are 2 chapters. What are the different types of meeting? मैं बता रहा हूँ extraordinary general meeting. मैं बता रहा हूँ, let me give few names of meeting. There are many types of meeting. AGM. What is the meaning of AGM? What is the meaning of statutory meeting? What is the meaning of board of director meeting? What is the meaning of annual general meeting? Extraordinary general meeting. There are different types of meeting. So they are going to teach us in this syllabus what are the different types of meeting in company which they conduct, and for whom it is. What is the difference between this meeting and when we have to conduct this meeting? How many times in a year? We have to conduct meeting? What are the rules regarding how to conduct the meeting? There are rules to conduct the meetings. So what are those rules? What is proxy? Yes, everything in just 11 you are going to come to know about everything, because all the meetings, which meetings the company conduct, the different types of meeting, rules regarding those meeting, how to call a meeting, how to conduct those meetings of the company, what are the different meeting, like AGM. What is this AGM? Annual general meeting. Once in a year, we have to conduct a meeting that is called as annual general meeting. Annual general meeting, whereby in that meeting all the shareholders are called for the meeting. सभी shareholder को invite किया जाता है in that meeting, that is AGM. And how many times we have to conduct? Once in a year. Once in a year. So ऐसा, what are the other types of meeting? What are the rules? ठीक है, ये सब we are going to see in this 2 chapter, meeting 1 and meeting 2, because meeting is the important thing to run the company properly. Okay, after that 9 chapter, business communication skills of secretary. अब क्योंकि secretary is the important person, secretary is in middle between all the parties. Shareholder communicate with secretary, board of director communicate with secretary, government communicate with secretary, manager communicate with secretary, as well as secretary has to communicate with all these people. So he or she should have a communication skill. So what is the communication skill required as a company secretary? In this chapter we are going to see. And then we'll start with correspondence, letters with directors. Who is going to write the letters in company? Who is going to communicate? Secretary. Company secretary has to write letters to directors. On what occasion? कब लिखना पड़ता? What are the different occasion when a company secretary has to write letter to the director, and what is the format of that letter? What are the points we have to include in different situation? अलग-अलग situation पे letter लिख रहे हैं, तो हर situation में which are those points which we have to include while writing the correspondence with the directors? तो ये सब हम देखेंगे correspondence with directors. फिर correspondence with bank. Correspondence with bank. अच्छा student, don't worry, I will share you that image. The company structure which I have shown you, I will WhatsApp you that image. Okay, ठीक है. Correspondence with bank. I told you, bank में तो communication करना पड़ेगा to open a current account, and lots of situations are there. जब हमको ऐसे company secretary, we have to write a letter to banks. तो what are those situations? कौन-कौन से situation पे a company secretary has to write a letter to the bank, and what should be that format? Yes, sir, we are going to see in the 11th chapter. All those letters and those situations, and in those situations, what should be the content of a letter, that we are going to cover in the 11th chapter. Last is correspondence with statutory authority. I told you there are different government bodies, government authorities appointed by the government to look after the working of the company. Why? Because company raise money from general public. पब्लिक से वो जो पैसे उठा के बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, तो वो पैसे वेस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. So that's why government has made lots of rules and regulation, and each company has to follow those rules and regulation, has to comply, has to follow, has to complete all those rules and regulation time to time. जो बताने बोला है, जो डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करना है, वो सब डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करना पड़ता है time to time to this government authorities. Clear? So who is going to do this work on behalf of company? Company secretary. So what are the situation? What are the time? जब आपको as a company secretary you have to write letter to the statutory authority means government authority. Statutory authority means government authorities. तो वो कौन-कौन से situation पे a secretary has to write a letter, that we will see, and how to write those letters, that we will see in the 12th chapter. This is all about 11th standard. Just a second. Till now, have you understood, student, what we are going to see in this subject? Very good, Aishwarya. I can see because your video is on. Very good, Sanjana. Thank you, Alia. Thank you, Sparsh. Good. Siddhant, what about you? Siddhant, have you understood this? Are you getting this? This is just the first day of SP. It's very difficult. How can I explain you the entire content on one day? But we should have an idea. What are the things we are going to understand, which we are going to cover in this 11. What are the things? This is not account. It is totally different. You must be experiencing. It is totally different topic, different things we are going to understand. It is not writing how to write a book or record the transaction. It is totally different. SP is totally different. But one thing surely you must have understood. It's all about information. Agreed? Lots of information they are going to share. In third topic itself of 11, they are going to tell us, they are going to teach us how to start a company. Okay, in the third topic itself, such an important subject. Okay, and being a commerce student, we are going to work or start. Either we are going to work in a big company, either we are going to work in a big company, or we are going to start a big company, because that is the only large scale organization. Clear? So if you are working in a big scale organization, then only you are going to get that much remuneration. तभी तो आपको उस level की salary मिलेगी. Either you have to work in a big company, or you have to start a big company. Clear हो गया आपको? And that is joint stock company, and that we are going to learn about that type of business, that form of business in 11th syllabus SP. But little more I want to explain today. Little more today I want to also disclose 12th syllabus also. 12th syllabus also. Reason is that you should know what are the content for 2 years of SP, because you have to decide whether to choose or not. That's why you should know in 2 years what you are going to see. Let's see the 12th syllabus also of SP. Okay, this is the 12th syllabus of, this is the 12th standard book of SP. Introduction to Corporate Finance. This is the first chapter in 12 SP. Corporate means company, and finance means capital which company needs. In this chapter they are going to explain the importance of finance. पैसे का importance in an organization. Student, we need finance, we need money in every business. चाहे वो hospital हो, चाहे वो engineering business हो, चाहे कोई भी business हो. We need money. Money we required to start the business, to start the company, to operate the company, as well as to expand the business. So we need money every time to continue our company, whether to start the company, whether to operate the company, or even while expanding, doing the expansion of your company, we need money. So in this chapter, they are going to tell us when we need money in the business, what type of money we need in the business, कब पैसे की जरूरत पड़ती है, किस तरह की कैपिटल पैसे की जरूरत पड़ती है, कौन सी चीजों के लिए, which type of capital we need. There are two types of capital: fixed capital, working capital. Fixed capital, working capital. What is the meaning of fixed capital? What is the meaning of working capital? What is the use of fixed capital in the company? What is the use of working capital in the company? These things are explained in this first chapter of 12. What is the second chapter? Sources of corporate finance. From where does this money come in the company? What are the sources? कहाँ से पैसे लाओगे? Where it is available? Clear हो गया? मतलब they are going to teach in 12 second chapter a company where does from they bring money in the business. What are the sources? कहाँ से पैसे का बंदोबस्त कर सकते हैं? Clear हो गया आपको? There are two sources: own capital, borrowed capital. What is own capital? What is borrowed capital? It's a big topic of knowledge. Clear हो गया आपको? So everything they are going to explain. Where does money is bring? Like Reliance Industry, like Jio company. They need money. So from where? What are the sources available? From where they are going to raise the money? Everything they are going to explain in the second chapter. Third chapter, shares. What is shares? How to issue shares? How the shares are issued to the public by a company? How the company raise money by issuing share? What are the steps to issue the shares to the public? तो ये देखिएगा हम लोग. Debenture. Debenture is also a way to raise money from the public. What is debenture? How the debenture is issued to the general public, how it is sold to the public and collected money from by issuing the share a debenture to the public. What are the steps? ये सब हम देखेंगे इस चैप्टर में. Shares में types of shares, equity share, preference share, all about money. Clear हो गया? So ये पूरा आपको कंपनी चालू कैसे करते, कंपनी ऑपरेट कैसे करते, कंपनी from where the what are the requirement of the money, what type of requirement is there in the company of capital, from where they bring, and what are the things they do to complete that formality, like issue of share, issue of debenture, deposit. Again, correspondence with shareholders. This time correspondence with shareholder, correspondence with debenture holder. What is debenture? What is debenture holder? ये सब हमें सीखना है. What are the depositor? ठीक है. Dividend and interest, financial market, share market, money market, capital market, stock exchange. What are the stock? What is the meaning of stock exchange? जैसा आज देखा था हमने यस बैंक का प्राइस 25 रुपीज है. ठीक है. ये सब चीजें we are going to see in 12. I hope you have understood, SP में what are we are going to understand? याद रखो SP में it is all about company. Actually, it is about company secretary. Since company secretary is a major post, it's a main post in the company. That person look after everything in a company. That's why it becomes compulsory for them to teach us everything related to company. क्योंकि वो main post है, तो उसके लिए they are teaching everything about the company. And that means huge information. Okay, student, last 2 minutes, I want to show and explain last 2 chart, and then we will close today's SP. Okay, so we are able to complete SP syllabus introduction today itself. So tomorrow I'm going to take eco subject syllabus. I will explain all the topics of economics. First, I will explain what is economics, what is the meaning of economic subject, what type of study, what type of syllabus we are going to cover, and each and every topic of 11th standard. Why I had explained 12th also of SP, reason is that because you have to take a decision. Bookkeeping is there. That is a compulsory subject. Economics is also a compulsory subject. So I don't have to explain what will be there in 12th. But since SP has an optional, SP is an optional subject. So you have to decide by considering 2 years what you are going to cover in 2 years. That's why I explained 12th also. Okay, last 2 chart. First see this. Okay, student, no matter which company is that, it might be engineering company, it might be aeronautical. Suppose aeronautical company matlab who makes planes, automobile company hai, who makes car. Clear? In that company ज़्यादा कौन लगेगा? Engineer. But engineer comes over here, production. If you see the department, student यहाँ देखोगे तो company secretary comes from commerce. Only in the production section, only in the production department, other people comes like engineer and all that. Rest of the department, purchasing department, commerce, account department, commerce, finance department, commerce, sales and marketing department, commerce. In production and in R&D, this is the only 2 departments where we need student from science. Rest of the department is actually monopolies of commerce student. Commerce students are required in a company at many places. Okay, starting from including CS, that is company secretary. Okay, one more chart I want to explain, and then we will close today SP introduction, student. And this is this chart. I'm going to share this 2 chart. It is not clear, please excuse me, it's not very clear, but still I am going to share with you on WhatsApp. You can later on see in more detail. Now you have to make a decision to take SP or mass. To help you take decision, I am going to put some point. Mass, you will see in the right side, its 5% role is there in commerce. Mass का जो role होता है student, it's only 5% role in commerce. Okay, reason actually बहुत कम होता है, एक ही साल mass होता है, and that too after 12. Only 1 year there is a mass and 1 subject is there in mass. So that is the only thing required. So the role in entire commerce, no matter if you become a corporate lawyer, if you become a CS, company secretary, if you decided to become a CA, the role of commerce, the role of mass in commerce is only 5%. That too, mass is very simple, and it is a different mathematics we need. Commercial mathematics, and the topics of commercial mathematics, many topics you have already seen in school level: mean, median, mode, statistic, set. All these topics come under the commercial mathematics. So the role of mass in commerce is very less. It's very simple. In only 1 year we have to do, and that is the topics are very simple. Okay, only 1 year and 1 paper. No benefit in other subjects of commerce. Like maths, will it be helpful in accounts? क्या maths हमें accounts में इस्तेमाल होगा? No. Whether it will be useful to become a lawyer, corporate lawyer? No. In economics? No. In SP? No. तो maths का role कहीं भी नहीं होता है. Clear हो गया आपको? It's very very limited. No benefit in other subjects of commerce. No role later. Even after completing the education, if you become a CA also, if you become an MBA finance also, if you become a corporate lawyer also, after completing your education, you don't need maths in your profession. The maximum thing you need is how to add, how to multiply, how to minus, how to divide, and how to do find percentage, which we use Calc for that. हम कैसे यूज करते हैं. That's all. This is the only thing we need in maths to work after completing our education in a professional life. Then why people choose maths? Then why people choose students still choose maths? Because of lack of information. Because they fear about CA. ये बताया जाता है, this is the rumor they spread कि CA अगर करना है तो you need maths. Maths तो BCom में भी लगता है, लेकिन that is very small part, and that to only 1 year. So in CA only at entry level we need, and the syllabus is very easy. That syllabus is very easy. Okay, easily go, because the topics are different and it's very easy, and you have to join class. मेरे एक भी स्टूडेंट सीए फाउंडेशन में मैथ्स में फेल नहीं हुआ, because the syllabus is very easy and you join class for that. जो चीज सिलेबस थोड़ा है और that to objective is there, multiple choice question is there, we don't have to solve in CA exam. We have to just choose one of the option from multiple choice. It's very easy, and for that we cannot just leave SP and take maths and do maths for 2 years, 11 to 12, leaving SP aside, not on the expense of XP. Okay. Second reason is ऐसे ही बात होती है कि CLAT में काम आता है. What is CLAT? Common Law Admission Test. Who want to become a lawyer? Corporate lawyer. Okay, तो उसमें एंट्रेंस में रहता है, हाँ एंट्रेंस एग्जाम में रहता है, बट वो सिर्फ 20% मार्क्स उसके रहते हैं. तो सीए हो या क्लैट हो, सिर्फ 20% मैथ्स इज रिक्वायर्ड. क्लियर? नॉट मोर देन दैट, and that syllabus is also easy, but for that we cannot spoil our 11th and 12th and drop SP for that. Okay, scoring. Third reason लेते हैं scoring. It's not at all scoring. Actually 11th 12th में मैथ्स लेने का मतलब there are 2 maths, part 1 part 2, जबकि मैथ्स हमें कॉमर्स में लग भी नहीं रहा है, स्टिल वी गो फॉर दैट, क्योंकि सीए के मतलब रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशन, विद रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशन वी डिसाइड. एंड फिर क्या होता है 11th 12th में 2 मैथ्स वी हैव टू डू unnecessary, those topic we are doing which is not related to commerce at all. ठीक है, and joining tuition, spending 10,000 for each subject, wasting time, wasting energy, and important thing is that spoiling the commerce by dropping the SP subject. Okay, and if you are taking SP, 60% role in commerce. SP has a 60% role in commerce. All the information of joint stock company, I have just explained you the entire syllabus of 11 to 12. Everything you come to know about the joint stock company in just 11 syllabus itself. It is there only for 11 to 12. Whatever maths is required, you are going to see in the after 12. After 12, we are having one subject of maths. So we are going to cover maths after 12. One subject is there. So we are going to cover what is required. We are going to cover after 12 in 1 year. But if you will not take SP, that means SP is only for 11 to 12. Later you will not get all this information. Okay, very important. एक बार 11 12 में SP नहीं किया, हमेशा के लिए information चला गया. मैथ्स तो वैसे भी जो जरूरत है, we are going to do after 12. 1 year there is a maths, one subject is there, and we cover that what is required. Okay, but 11 12 पूरा SP जाने से क्या होगा, वो वापस नहीं आएगा. That information हमें मिलेगा नहीं, and which is very important to understand. It helps in other subject. Whatever SP syllabus we understand, it is useful for other subjects also. Accounts में उसका helpful है, economics में है, taxation में है, auditing में है, corporate law में, जो commerce के बाकी के subjects, rest of the subjects are there. चाहे CA कर रहे हो, चाहे CMA कर रहे हो, चाहे CS कर रहे हो, तो जो commerce के, चाहे corporate law कर रहे हो, LLB, तो बाकी सब्जेक्ट में you are going to need knowledge of SP. क्लियर हो गया? अच्छा, लॉयर कौन अपॉइंट करेंगे? लॉयर who is going to appoint lawyer? Either bank, in commerce और joint stock company. Sole trader partnership firm थोड़ा लॉयर अपॉइंट करेगी. क्लियर हो गया? So to look after the legal matter, who is going to appoint? Companies. So company का knowledge तो चाहिए ना आपको. So that is in SP. Okay. So we need this SP knowledge of 11 to 12 in rest of the subjects of commerce. Maths में ऐसा नहीं है. We don't need maths in any other subject of commerce. We need in every professional qualification. SP हमें the knowledge of SP of 11th and 12th we need for CA also. अगर CA आसानी से करना चाहते हो, first attempt में करना चाहते हो, you want to enjoy, you want to understand the CA, then you have to cover SP, because CA भी जो है, where you are going to work, if you are not going to start your office, you are going to work in big organization. Which is the big organization, form of organization? Company. So, and you don't know anything about company. Clear? So to study properly CA, CMA is what? Cost and management accountant, company secretary, MBA finance, or corporate lawyer if you want to become. In all this profession, we need knowledge of 11th and 12th SP. Okay, importance during education. जो भी आप एजुकेशन कंप्लीट कर रहे हो कॉमर्स में, वहां तो जरूरत पड़ेगी ही पड़ेगी, बट आफ्टर एजुकेशन ऑल्सो वी नीड दैट. वही मैथ्स में ऐसा नहीं है. आस्क एनी सीए, जो सीए प्रोफेशनल काम कर रहे हैं, इफ यू आस्क व्हाट टाइप ऑफ मैथ्स यू यूज इन योर प्रोफेशन, दे विल से कैलसी. दैट्स ऑल. But company secretary, SP, we need that knowledge later on also. आज ही न्यूज हमने देखी यस बैंक का FPO, IPO, board that we have discussed. It was related to SP only. They have raised 15,000 crore. They have decided to raise the 15,000 crore money from public by issuing FPO. We have seen that news today only. The board has given the permission. Now they are submitting the document to the registrar of the company and SEBI. All was about SP. ये जो भी था ना, we are going to know in 11th and 12th SP syllabus. I hope student, I tried my best to explain everything about SP. I hope you have understood the subject and its importance for you to be successful in commerce. So this was all about SP. Tomorrow I have recorded this lecture. If anyone need this, I will share with you. First I will share the image of those two images I'm going to share, so that you can study those images, and do inform your friends so that they don't lag behind. This is the right time to start. You cannot wait for your result. You cannot wait for your result. We are already into commerce. You must be experiencing those who are attending from the first day. Okay, student, thank you for attending today's lecture. If you are having any query, you can WhatsApp me. You can ask those queries. I will definitely respond to you. Okay, student, do inform to all your friends. I hope you have understood. Can you raise last time what's your thumb, so that I should know whether you have understood? Spurs, samajh gaye, very good. Sanjana, thank you. Aishwarya, thank you. Good. Alia, very good, very good. Siddhant, I hope आप सब लोग समझ गए हैं. सौम्या, संजना, I hope Rutuja, Meet, Devendra Jain, I hope सब समझ गए. Tomorrow we will discuss about economics. Thanks for attending today's lecture, student. Take care. Stay home, stay safe. Good day.